Hurry! We are nearly there.
Peace, Frick. It will do us no good to arrive at our enemy's doorstep exhausted.
Sutur has our son. Fair Baldur fallen to treachery. Does that mean anything to you?
It does, and Sutra will pay a heavy price for it. We do not serve our cause by reckless haste. The tyrant of Muspelheim acts with purpose, and I would know the web he weaves before I'm caught in it.
So speaks one who never nursed our babe at the breast, nor held him as he slept. You were warming your wife's bed while I nurtured your son.
You were only too keen to send him to my care, and Freya's, when the call of adventure became too great to resist. Now dampen your heart fire. Captive he may be, but there's nothing in the Nine Realms that can harm Baldur.
There is one thing. Pick up your heels. Where is my son, demon?
He waits at my master's pleasure. There. But maybe not so fair as you remember.
Hobby! More of them! Gorge your blade!
As I knew you must. It's been too long since you and I crossed blades.
Then let's make this the final.
Look like you could do with a lie down.
We must kill the Highlander.
He's not fated to die today. Javi's not well.
A passing weakness. There's nothing. We should continue.
Are you sure? We could rest a while.
They kidnapped my son, murdered his mother. I will not rest till I repay these wrongs. Oh, forgive me. You lifted me from that fly-blown hell, set me on my feet again. You do not deserve my rage.
And you do not belong among the dead. Not yet. Now come on. Your gift awaits.
A Muspel! Oh, hammer and tongs, they're here!
They're looking for the gift.
This dolt dares to steal a gift intended for me?
Javi, you have to stop them.
With pleasure. Keep back. I will deal with this.
Take it, Lord of Asgard. Put it on. From the dwarves of Svartalfheim to you.
This is a mighty gift indeed.
Told you they'd like it.
With this bracer, you can draw out the essence of fallen foes, steal their powers, and make them your own. Try it now, on that Muspel you killed.
Sinmara.
I thought I heard the mewing of an Aesir kitten. My husband should have stamped on you when he had the chance. But mercy is no flaw of mine.
I will see red vengeance on all of you for what you have done.
And I will enjoy watching you fail. You fight well. Better than your woman, at least.
Come at me then! Let's finish this!
Oh, I'll be back. I will hunt you to the far corners of the 9 worlds. Treasure every moment, Javi. For death is at your heels. And you know not the hour it will find you.
Sinmara! Damn you to hell!
Sigrun and Halstein! Well, slap my bollocks and call me an elf. You found us! And with all those Muspels on our doorstep.
You know about the Muspels?
Wouldn't be much of a chief if I didn't. Hope you didn't wear yourself out coming out to warn us.
Actually, we kinda did.
And who's this you've got with you?
I am Javi, called Wolfsbane, Raven God, the High One of Asgard.
That right. They call me Brod. Arse Scratcher, Snot Snorter, he of the crusty toe.
Javi is here because we have an enemy in common. Surtra has taken his son captive.
He fought Sinmara to a standstill. I saw it!
Surtur, eh? Any enemy of that oversized stack of hearth sweepings is a friend of mine. Come inside. You two, get some rest.
Wait, Javi. Before you go, I have another gift. We would not have made it here without you.
Nor I without you, my friends. I'd say we're even.
Take this all the same. It's silica. Bring it to a blacksmith and they will put it to good use on your behalf.
Thank you, Sigrun. And you, Halstein. May our paths cross again soon.
Salutations, Chief. Who's your friend here?
They've got too many names to remember. All you need to know is they've got silica.
And the bracer of such craftsmanship as makes my hammer arm weep with envy. That's a fine thing indeed. But maybe not so fine that it can't be enhanced somewhat. Any half-decent blacksmith should be able to help you improve it. Assuming you have the right materials, of course.
Others here will be glad of a stranger's silver. Look around a while, if you like.
You know my purpose. I have no time to tarry here.
He asks for death who goes to battle unprepared. I'll see you at the entrance when you're ready. You know, you ain't the first stranger to come around here. A while back, our scouts saw a Jotun creeping about. Name of Hurrikin.
Hurricane? No doubt she flees the wrath of Suttungr and Gunnlóðr. Hers was not a name I expected to hear in this place. Her presence here may be an ill omen. Or it might mean nothing at all.
You as guardians like to be vague, don't you? Walk with me now. Let's have some straight talk.
I am Havi, Lord of Asgard.
You're a long way from home. Or the Aesir now invading us as well. Jailer of Ivaldi.
Ivaldi owes me his freedom. Where is he? I would speak with him.
Be my guest. I assume you know the way to Helheim.
He's dead. How?
How else? Or do you need both eyes to see the Muspels everywhere? That was uncalled for. Walk with me. I am Gundborg, leader of this shelter. Or what remains of it now Ivaldi is gone. He was trying to make contact with the other shelters. There was an ambush, Glod's soldiers, and something else. Something worse. A creature of fire and fury. It devoured Ivaldi whole.
No doubt bred in Surtur's dungeons. Perhaps with Loki's aid, before I could make him my captive.
You and your captives. Regardless, Uldar fell soon after Ivaldi did. Our mines and miners, any survivors now serve Glod.
Is that name meant to mean anything to me?
Glod is Surtur's bastard son, half Muspel, half Jotun. A nightmarish being, capable of tearing a dwarf in two.
Your people will have vengeance.
No. The people of Uldar are finished.
And yet, Glod has not simply slaughtered your people. He needs your miners. To what end?
The invaders hunger for secrets buried deep in the ground. Ancient relics. The Muspels place great importance in them.
And how do you know this?
Enough, Havi. We have suffered enough. Now I must endure all these questions?
Aid me with your knowledge, and I shall strike a blow against Glod and all Muspels.
In Uldar we had someone gathering information for us. The miner, Frithjofr. He's been silent for days now, which is unlike him. Probably dead for all I know.
Anything sought by the Muspels must be mine. Where was Frithjofr last seen? Perhaps I can find him.
There is a house in Uldar. Its owners killed by Muspels long ago. There we would exchange messages with him.
This house. How do I find it?
It's the tallest house in the Jewelers District by the city's south gate. Just look for the gold in the streets. You'll see.
Frithjofr may be the key to obtaining these relics Surtur seeks. I must find him.
Do as you must, Lord of Asgard. I have too many burdens of my own to worry about yours as well.
No, you cannot be Frithjofr. But you know of him. Then, are you Tyr?
Tira! Yeah! Dere! Gad mi mas an a mindach yidaba! Dere! Fritjover!
Do you even know where he is?
Fritjover! Yeah! Fritjover! Dere!
Wait. Do you understand me?
We dias now ni maru os a rossani ma. Fritjover! Beth ever the gwira dichi?
Tira? Oh, thank the stars you're safe. I'm all right. You know, all things considered. This one got you out too.
Enough prattle. Where is the relic?
Not one for small talk, are you?
Isn't that everything a dwarf says?
Ha ha ha! Not bad. Just keep your breeches on, yeah? That relic I found? The Muspels have it. Took it to the palace, I'd wager.
And what is it?
Damned if I know. Moment I yanked it free from the ground, there was a blast of bright white light, and that was the last thing I saw.
That's not what I asked. What does it do?
Other than blind, unsuspecting dwarves? Dunno. Muspels didn't seem sure either. Hence taking it to that bastard scholar up in the palace.
This palace, a Muspel stronghold, I take it.
You're a sharp one. Ivaldi was commissioned there, long ago. Einar's there now. Piece of shit. He's the one who'll have your relic.
Einar? Beth is sonam, Einar?
He's a traitor. A dwarf working for the Muspels. So don't you believe a word he tells you. You get a chance, you kill him.
I shall judge who lives and dies. Where is this palace?
If we're still by the dig site, you can probably see it. To the south. Modest little place, sitting atop a great bloody rock.
Modest little place indeed. Very well. I shall take this relic for myself. What will you do now?
What's it to you, whatever your name is?
If I find you have lied to the Lord of Asgard, I will want words with you.
You? You're? Oh my days. Well, look, I got nothing to hide. We'll make for the shelter. Go see Gunborg.
Very well. If you're true to your word, then we shan't need cross paths again.
You have failed me for the last time.
You don't understand!
Now it lies dormant, useless. The only means to awaken it.
I've searched everywhere, but all these records are a mess. Rest assured, I will... The purpose of the...
The only purpose it has served is drawing out vermin!
Gentlemen, ladies.
Damn it all!
Tell me, where did the son of Sutur take that relic?
I can't. Just look. Who are you?
I am Harvey of Asgard. I hold your fate in my hands. Answer me before the room is swarmed and I leave you to the Muspels.
No, I can help you. You saw through the portal Claude opened, yes? You saw the vault? I can get you inside. I can.
I'm listening. Best you are swift.
The vault, it's sealed with an ancient magic, but I can get you inside.
You can help me get the relic?
Yes, but that is not the prize. It is what happens within the vault that can truly shape our fates.
They will be upon us soon. Can you walk?
I don't think so.
Very well.
Listen to me. We can't stay here.
I need answers now, traitor.
Do not call me that! I had my reasons. Not that you'd understand such an abstract concept as reason, you mad, spiteful, half-blind!
Choose your next words carefully. They may be your last.
They have my boy. The Muspels. I only did what I did to save him, you see. You save him, I'll do anything you ask. I'll damn well walk you into Glod's vault myself.
Stop!
My boy. Oh, my boy. What have they done to you?
Get off me! She wanted your life spared, not me, you backstabbing stack of shit!
Silence! Balder would never dare speak to me in such a way. You've lost your eyes. You want to lose your tongue as well? 3 dwarves is 3 more than I planned on rescuing. Can any of you fight? Of course not. So I must find other uses for you. You owe me.
We have much to discuss, but we need to get this one into the Vault of the Ancients.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? To do that, you'd need...
A sunstone, yes. And very precisely augmented. Lad, if this is what it takes to drive out the Muspels...
then it must be done. All right.
There is a sunstone that watches over Onorthorpe. Bring it to me, at Vergamir Milna, and I shall forge that which we need.
Must I do everything? Very well.
I was starting to worry you may have met with resistance.
Those who resist me are not long for this world.
Indeed. And we are not short of foes in this area, so I'd be glad for your company. Come, my workshop is close.
Here, Einar, your sunstone.
Havi, forgive me.
What? Do you fail me, Einar?
The sunstone must endure incredible heat for me to render it into a new form. My instruments are no longer capable. I'm sorry.
Give it to me. I have the means to endure any heat.
Of course. When the process is complete, the sunstone will shine brightly. Bring it to me then, and I shall finish what you have begun.
Big words from one so small. It will be done.
How did you... I know better than to ask.
Do you have what you need now?
Yes, I believe so. Let me see... Still hot.
Will this work? Einar.
Sorry. I've only ever read about this in the ancient scriptures. I've never seen it with my own eyes.
Can you get me into the vault or not?
I believe so, but Glod is no fool. He'll surely have made preparations.
Let me worry about Glod.
As you wish. Now, if all has gone to plan, Fridtjofr and Tira will be in position by the time you arrive within Uldar's old city, the great cavern at its heart.
And you?
I must catch my breath and calm my nerves, but I will join you there as soon as I can.
See that you don't fail me.
Have I thus far? I'll do as I've promised. The vault will be yours.
Finally! You made it!
Careful. That sounded like you doubted me for a moment. What of your eyes? Are they mended?
Getting there. Recovering. Thank the gods.
You're welcome. Now then, show me what to do with this augmented sunstone.
Einar?
Alive, last I saw, but old and slow. We must begin without him.
The Vault of the Ancients.
Bloody hell.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
What is wrong? Why isn't it opening? Is there something wrong with the mechanism?
Yeah, about that, I'd feel a lot more confident if my father was... Help!
Get to work. I'll stretch my fighting arm. It is done. Took you long enough. By Ymir's armpits, what are you doing here, you one-eyed shitbag? Seeking a relic. It's somehow grown more wrinkly and ill-tempered since I last saw it. Fuck off. Looking for this, I'd wager.
The mighty relic!
Piece of junk. I took out all the good stuff already.
What? What?
Then we shall take our leave.
What do we have here? My stepson takes his mongrel eyes off you for 1 second. And look at this mess. To think his father expects him to rule Muspelheim one day.
Oh no, no. She's one of the bad ones. She's nothing. But she has Thriek's blood on her hands, and must pay. Find another way out.
The way we got in! Quick!
Get to the shelter. I'll see to her.
Promises, promises.
Did you end her? She escaped. Come. I've been cooped up long enough. Of all the faces I left behind in Asgard, yours is the last I expected to see. You sound disappointed. I'd have preferred you sent a buxom Valkyrie, wearing nothing more than a mischievous smile. And carrying a barrel of the good stuff. Now you're talking, but when I saw you in the palace, through Glod's portal, well, I knew you'd come for me. Thank you. Anything for a friend. My gentle jailer rescuing me from a far worse jail. It's almost poetic. You dwarves never did understand poetry. The sky is high, wood is good, and Harvey is still an arsehole. How is that for poetry, you miserable shit? About as good as you smell. Now, I have a use for you. Harvey has a use for me. Words to chill the blood. Still, you know we dwarves give nothing away for free. Do you breathe fresh air, or the stench of Glad's torturers? Keep your eye in its socket. What will you have me do? Wait. What?
Vermin! Thief! Face me!
Be warned! I will finish what you start! Sutur stole my son. Now I have killed his. A small step towards justice. Wish you had let me get a few kicks in. Bastard almost ate me once.
Then it is over? The Muspels will be in disarray.
Not while Surtur is in power. Tell me more of the relics, and what you did with them. What happened in the vault? What do you think? Glod tortured me. commanded me to revive the relics, then extract their magic so that Surtur might use it in some way.
And you could not?
How fucking dare you? Of course I could. But not for a shit like him. Of course, Glod was too dim to see that I was dispelling the magic rather than storing it. And as soon as I knew you were coming, I gutted the relics, rendered them useless, so no mighty weapon for that prick Surtur.
It is unwise to underestimate such an enemy. But you were short-sighted, Ivaldi. I could have made good use of that magic.
Well, if it's items of power you seek. During my imprisonment, I heard rumors. Surtur is building something. Something small yet very, very potent. And highly valuable to him. So valuable that if it were to fall into your hands, you might do some real damage here, I think.
Music to my ears.
I will seek out wisdom on the subject. More ancient and advanced than even my own. But first I must equip myself with some decent tools. Starting with a hammer and maybe a chisel or two.
There is a dam in the north of Vangrin. Huge bloody thing. Almost completely frozen over.
South of the dam, there is a workshop. Perhaps it remains in good order. When your travels are complete, you will find me there.
I will come when I'm ready.
Look around! There's got to be a tankard we can tongue a few drops out of.
Don't let me interrupt you.
Lord, am I pissed or does the All-Father stand before me?
Both? This is good. The Wise One will surely help solve our problem.
Let us help one another. What exactly is the source of your grief here?
Rhymes! Rhythm! Oh, we could use your poet's heart.
My what?
Your words! Your gusto! We, the greatest of the sons of Ivaldi, are in need of a fitting end to the song of... Will our end?
I am here to understand how you might help me strike back at Surtur.
Strike back? Nonsense! Besides, it is not only he we must contend with, but his kin, his daughter Asa, stirs above, snatches up our people, works them to death.
An unwinnable war? All that's left to do is eat, drink, shag, and seal our legacies.
Exactly! But as is clear as day, we have drunk ourselves to hell, and no rhyme sticks the way it should.
So, it must be you who completes the song of our saga, mine and Lom's.
I will hammer the end of your saga with the strength of Mjolnir.
Yes! What spirit!
We are to be remembered and revered by all.
Yes! With Javi among us, we must adjust the final verse. Listen closely. Till the depths of Svartalheim, great Javi came, met with dwarves he knew not by name.
In search of warriors without remiss, instead found cowards who reek of piss.
Not quite what I was thinking.
Let's try.
You call yourselves the Sons of Ivaldi. Why? To shit on his name?
Brammer, I don't think he means to lend his words to our song.
Go away, Mom. Your words carve a deep wound, but they are true enough. Each day we see our numbers dwindle. Friends go out, but do not return. Choice to forget is alluring.
Surtur has stolen my son, and I do not have the luxury of forgetting. You said Surtur has a daughter.
Yes. Clever. Cunning. Commands an elite swath of warriors. She oversees Surtur's operations here.
Where may I find her?
There is a smeltery up the road. The dwarves there may know.
I'll go there, see what your people know. With luck, I can trap Asa. Trade her life for my son's. Thank you, Bermir. Now tend to your people as a true son of Ivaldi should. They need you.
I will.
You toil as if tomorrow will never come. Is this the pace Asa demands?
It keeps her pesky rodents off my back. Keeps me fed. Well, barely. At this rate, I could eat a troll.
I imagine the hunger pangs hit quite frequently here. May I offer you something to eat?
It would surely help keep this toiler going.
I have something that will sate your belly, and hopefully rouse your spirits.
How can I repay such a kindness?
Asa is a common enemy of ours, and I'm looking for her.
Common enemy is right. If I had it my way, I would bash her pretty face into scalding goo. Sadly, she has not returned for me to try my hand. And I do not know where she has gone.
Is there anything you can tell me?
I get the growing sense you mean to confront her.
Forcefully.
Then do have caution. Asa can use magma to treat her wounds. Quite quickly, I might add. She always has a silky fresh layer on her skin.
I'll have to remember that.
Are you lost, Esir?
That depends. I'm looking for someone. I was told I might find her here. Maybe you know her. Muspel, around your age. Goes by Asa. Father's, how shall I put this? A vainglorious fool who thinks himself a god.
Never heard of her.
Then you will not mind if I stay a while. Dip my toes in one of these soothing fire baths.
I have a better idea.
Oh!
Turn around. Go back from where you came. And please, do mind your step.
That is no way to welcome a curious outsider. Care to put that away?
Why? Afraid I know how to use it?
I'm sure you can use it. Passably well. But then I would have to kill you.
Don't worry. You won't.
Let's keep the baubles out of it, shall we?
Oh no. The godly gloating. Smite me, I cannot bear it.
If I were you, I would save the tongue wit for a more appropriate time. I saw no such trinket on Sutter. Yet he too has a problem with dying.
So that was you and Aethri. What squabble had you trading blows with my father?
He has taken my son. And now I will give your father a taste of what he has wrought. Move, so that I may trade his child for mine.
You clearly do not know my father. Your son, Baldur, I assume. He has something my father needs. And if that is so, Papa would sooner see me dead than give in to your demands. If you want your son back, you will need something far more precious than me to barter with. Me, his own daughter? I simply will not do.
Then there's no longer any need for you to draw breath.
Asa! We found it! We found... Oh!
Found what? What have you found?
Asa would not want me to say.
Asa is no longer here. I am. Havi of Asgard, Lord of Frenzy. And you are in full control of my temper.
A mural. Asa believes it may help her gain entry to an ancient vault. It is in a cavern. That way!
You! Can you read this to me?
Me? I can try. Elven runes are not something I can decipher with ease.
You will fare better than I, and that will have to do. Any mention of an ancient vault, a door, secret entrance, maybe?
No, but I can make out this. See? 2 great mountains to the north, the sun and moon above.
That's it?
Regrets, Asir. We are simple diggers, not experts of things writ long ago.
Not to worry. You've been a great help. That being had a group of Muspels here. Sigrun and Holstein were likely prisoners among them. Injured, but very much alive. The dwarves were taken to the center of this chamber, where it appears that some sort of ritual was prepared. The orchestrator came for the ancient elven object built into the wall. Possibly even used it in the ritual. Is that what led to the dwarves' deaths? The Muspels then left, taking the object with them. But the purpose of this ritual of theirs remains a mystery to me. That sigil. I think I glimpsed it before in Aetri while I searched for Balder. Perhaps we'll find some answers there. You're light on your feet, Asa. Following me now?
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I'm following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Kalder, an adept in magic. Or Seder, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seder. At least not as I know it. He is using something called a Salakar. It is part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those, for now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mesh yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the Salakar. Whatever it is, your father needs it. It may be the only leverage I have to get my son back.
Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with 2 others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Holstein were 2 of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Kalder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close.
No! Mind the Salakar!
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Asa chased Kalder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. Asa!
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hooger. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son.
Why is Sutra collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Sutra!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutra will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hooger of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Suttungr. Malvigr.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite a beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malvigr care about you two?
Premier and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Galar. The ones who killed Suttungr's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Suttungr wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Suttungr is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suttungr didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malvigr to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malvigr's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. Our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malvigr.
It's a deal.
It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigr is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigr is at the den to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Look me in the eye and meet your fate as a warrior should.
Please. Just make it quick.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son, Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go.
Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugars necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You? The one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat? Will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So... Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugur, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No, you do not. Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
By Ymir, is that a Salakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people, yet I've never heard
I never said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember the Children of Light, or their stories. I do.
When Surtur invaded their lands, they begged me for aid. But the war with the Vanir had only just ended and I was... wary. Long after, I learned how Surtur devoured the elves' immortal light, Huga by Huga. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What Hugars does it hold?
Those of two warlords. One a Muspel, the other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalfheim.
Allow me to introduce Asa, treasonous daughter of Surtur, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide. but I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnarok comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me.
Try looking near the largest karst south of here.
Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Vangrin was once home to your rivals, Sindri and Broka. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two. I'll follow you once I've finished taking what I need.
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brokkr or Sindri.
They still breathe? Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Brokkr?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brokkr when he shows up.
Tell him Havi of Asgard was here.
Havi of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
Three times it stung me. 3! On the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball!
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel! A big one!
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is...
horseshit. Master Brokkr, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother? Did you find him?
Yeah. You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special mead?
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunga's special mead?
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or two, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Ivaldi with the job I need done.
Now, hold on. We didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue, using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong, and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish, but alive. Most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jan's Hus. That is where I should go next.
Who is this you bring?
No! It can't be! Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarves. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will.
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar. Like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop!
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then, one of cowardly aspect struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lopped his chisel and struck the coward dead, right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written.
Where could they be?
There's something wrong, Basil.
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aylthorpe. If you want, I can fetch...
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri?
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Broker. Except now we can't find them.
You have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. Wouldn't be surprised if they're somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
The disaster has been averted.
Oh! Now I see why some call you God!
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage, that tonight he feasts in Valhalla, the first of his kind to ever do so.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off.
We must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death, recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Baldur?
Baldur lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course, of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
My brother. A true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
it's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come, let's take a stroll. Now, tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
But to find Surtr was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Surtr's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son, and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know. Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
Good to see you're getting along. So, Broker, do you accept your duty?
Don't have much choice, do I? Last thing I need is a godly smiting up me arse.
Let this be the start of a beautiful new friendship.
To study the Salakar, I'll need the very best of tools. Too bad this workshop is lacking.
Bugger off! I got more stuff here than you can wag a finger at.
Doubt it.
If you find something you don't know how to use, just ask.
I'll be giving you lessons on how to use your own—
Bickering dwarves. How unusual.
Asa, you return.
What? You deal with a fire nymph?
Not this again.
What news do you bring?
My stepmother is stubborn. I cannot push too hard or she will grow suspicious.
She has no interest in a trade.
Interest, yes. But not yet the will.
I don't understand.
The Salakar is all but indestructible. You, on the other hand, are not.
She assumes she'll catch me, kill me, and retrieve the Salakar.
Time is on her side.
Then I must strip her of this illusion. If I were to make a nuisance of myself, one that cannot be ignored.
Sinmara prepares to lead my father's next major invasion.
But if I were to disrupt her plans, it may force her to the bargaining table.
Sounds risky to me.
I once plotted and carried out the murder of Ymir himself. What do I care of risk?
Well, since you put it like that...
Where must I strike?
At Af Alvat Milna, my stepmother develops a strange army. At Jofursmida, she breeds beasts of war. And finally, there's Drekathorp, her supplies hub.
I'll deal with all three.
In the meantime, I shall return to Aetri. I will send word once my stepmother has become more... amenable.
I'll return when I'm done. And I will expect answers regarding the Salakar.
Oh, you're back.
Sinmara's plans lie in ruins.
I just hope you know what you're doing.
Surely I should be asking that of you. Now, tell me, what does it do?
I ain't got a clue. These light elves and they're sneaky.
You've learned nothing?
Whatever its use, the power it contains. It holds more than what you said.
Such as?
Well, for a start, there's a bloody dwarf in there.
Anyone we know?
Nah, and it's not important. Dwarf Hugers don't carry much weight. Not even mine.
So, what does it contain?
All I know is that it's more than Malvigr, Kaldr, and some dwarf no one cares about.
Fine. In the stories, what was the actual point of the Salakars?
Hugers were what vitalized them. But it was the magic that gave them their purpose. And that magic was different to each one.
Magic? You mean Seder?
Nah, some elf shit no one knows anymore.
Except Sutra.
That fire nymph? She sent word.
And?
Your plan worked. Sinmara's ready to barter, if it means getting you out of the way.
Where?
At the bridge leading to Feygarda. Light the beacon, and she'll come out with your lad.
The power that the Salakar holds. It must not fall into Surtur's grasp.
Nah, I'll reclaim it, once Baldur is safe.
You bring that which is Sutter's.
Give me what is mine. And I will hand over what is his.
Come midway.
Baldur, I got you. I got you.
The High One brought low. Mistletoe, symbol of hope, renewal, but not for Baldur. We forced so many drafts down his gullet. His torment was quite beautiful. Blind fool. You never saw what was in front of you. Here is your child. His light gone before you even set foot here. And the rest of him? It now skulks in Helheim. Allow me to reunite you with your boy. No! Traitor. You were never worth my effort. I've seen dwarves with better stature. Take care of it. Damn you, Asa! Finally! The hero of Asgard! But you are an imposter. Heart as black as tar. Savage. Monstrous. You've locked that truth away. Built a code to act as its jailer. But the darkness cannot be kept hidden. It oozes out like pus from a wound, poisoning everything it touches. That is what it means to be Odin the Deceiver.
Muspels. They came out of nowhere.
Where is the Salakar? Have you lost it?
Brokker left the shelter yesterday before the raid even happened. Took the Salakar with him.
Where has he taken it?
Since you went away, he has become erratic. The Salakar, it's all that matters to him now.
You should learn from his example. Now where is he? Where?
The other night, he spoke of exploring the crater of Eitri to seek out more answers.
He takes the Salakar to Surtr's front door.
Wait! Where have you been these past few days?
Days? No matter. It is where I go that matters.
And where is that? Eitri?
Wherever I can find vengeance.
Calm yourself, Harvey. Collect your wits. An eye for an eye will leave us all blind.
What do I care of eyes? So, tell me the Salakar's purpose.
Haven't a clue.
Can it kill Surtr?
Well, that ain't its purpose. But yeah, I think it can.
How?
It harnesses the light. A lot of light.
That was Baldur's gift. To turn day to night and back. Is that why Surtr stole his Hugr?
Yeah, the others, they're just for balance. But, see, there is one more in there. Like Baldur's. Incomplete.
Whose is this Hugr?
Surtr's. An itsy bitsy snippet, mind you.
I don't understand.
I think if the Salakar touches Surtr, the two will come together.
The Salakar's already complete. Nothing gets in or out.
A torn Hugr will always try to reunite itself. His might just be strong enough to do it. If that happens, he will become the Salakar.
Then nothing can stop him.
Only if he can control all that light. But I don't think he can. His old carcass ain't made for it. It'll be like trying to hold the ocean in a single hog's bladder.
This thinking. How can I be sure you're right?
You ain't heard all me workings out.
Do you truly believe the coming together will be too much for Surtr?
Best try it when he's weak. Ideally dead. Well, not dead, of course. Just normal dead. Before he wakes up all over again.
You've done well. Now give me the Salakar and leave this place. It is too dangerous.
I ain't leaving. I come this far.
Do as you're told, friend. Here, fool. Your twilight comes.
Still drawing breath? I have a cure for that.
Give us a hand.
This is no place for dwarves.
I've earned my right to see this through. I told you it would work. And there you are, doubting me. I might have got it wrong. This looks like it was just a key. That, on the other hand...
Half a key. You want the rest?
really shouldn't have come here. You! Come and claim it!
Ah! I don't run from the fire! I am the fire!
So much for your grand plan, you fool. You sought to harness the power of the light. The power of my son! It would have turned you into the wrecker of worlds. But in this feeble state, his light will devour you whole! Smell that? The breath of liberty. My gift to you. Why the sour faces? Would you rather remain fugitives? Hyrkin. So the whispers were true. You were here in Svartalfheim all alone.
You have been busy, High One. Your vengeance floods the entire land like a raging river that has burst its banks.
Why are you here?
I too bring a gift. Dread rumors from Asgard. Rumors you would have heard had you not been so preoccupied.
What has Loki done now?
Escaped the cell in which you left him to rot. Unbound Fenrir. Awoken Jormungandr. Rallied Hel. Now raising an army like no other. Clearly, he has been busy too. Of course, Loki is not your only problem. Soon the gates of Muspelheim will grind open, and its minions will emerge, demanding retribution for their fallen king. And let us not forget Sutungur in Jotunheim. Do you really think he will miss this chance to settle old scores? Your vengeance comes at a price, High One, and you and everything you hold dear are it.
So there is to be a fight. I haven't lost one yet.
You have heard of the Twilight Sword?
Surtur's blade? Destined to cut the sky and signal Ragnarok. I stuffed it down his gullet.
As I came here, a great beam of light rose from that lone tower, tore the sky asunder. Your doing, I assume? It is you who ignites Ragnarok.
So it begins. By my own hand. Hurricane! A favor, please.
Have I not already done you one?
Not for me. For you. Go to that tower you spoke of. Within you will find an elven marvel lying amid the ashes. Take it.
Why?
It offers a way to deliver the one you have lost, yet seek to save. But first it must be emptied of those lost souls within.
I already have a plan to rescue my love.
There's always a better one. Now go.
What is this trick? You don't care about her lost love?
I care about Baldur. If she can free him, even unintentionally, he may yet make it to the other side of Ragnarok. Ragnarok comes, yet I will abide, though not as I am, and not in this body. I will not forget this life, not one breath. I will always remember when Odin, son of Bor, father of Thor, was me.